Yeah.
How are you?
Well, Dad, like, I don't know why I have to live in a world where there's no hot chicks anywhere.
There's no what?
Hot chicks.
Hot chicks.
Yeah. They're all they're all the most weirdest looking fucking creatures, I tell you. Bad Religion has a song where the lyrics say, "You painted my world, but I don't have enough turpentine to clean up what you have soiled." What do you think he means by that, Dad?
How come you're wearing your glasses?
I don't know. I'm just wearing them.
So when you're going to work today,
No point.
just be appreciative and tell them how glad you were that they phoned you because you were bored and sick.
Yeah, and why am I so bored all the time, Dad?
I don't know.
No matter where I go.
I don't know.
You don't know.
What kind of excitement are you looking for?
Well, what do you think, Dad? No hot chicks anywhere. I don't get to meet any hot chicks. Was there like a deal that was made that my life I had to pay for something that somebody else did?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Well, the whole world seems to think that every song I listen to is about murder, and I watched the Huber Blue Highway, Dr. Seuss. Mom said she didn't even know who Dr. Seuss was. He's like the most. You don't know Dr. Seuss. You don't know anything, hey, Dad?
I've heard the name.
There's a Megadeth song, "Sweating Bullets," where it says, "Blood stains on my hands, and I don't know where I've been." Well, that's about a murder, probably. And then the killer says, "Oh, I don't know where I was," And George Washington, didn't he say, I shouldn't, what did he say? He was going to get his flag repaired or something. And she says, "Do you need a new flag?" And he says, "I will never tell a lie. I need a new flag," he says. And then, and then there's that song, "I can't believe the way you look sometimes, like a trampled flag on a city street." Oh yeah, like what is that? What's that all about?
I don't know.
Nobody knows,
What time
eh?
you go to work for?
No.
What time?
3:25.
3:25.
I start at 4.
Oh, wow.
I mean, we've had this discussion many times, Dad.
So you better get cleaned up and get ready to go. Have a good day.
How am I supposed to have a good day, Dad?
Well, you like working there?
No.
You like
No,
them?
I don't, Dad.
You don't like them?
I don't like anybody around me. I'm surrounded by a bubble, Dad, of people that are just angry towards me.
Well, I hope.
Why is that, Dad? Why am I born into a world
I don't
where
know.
there's no nice people to me, Dad? Ever?
I don't know, Craig.
You have no idea.
No, I don't have any idea. But
Well, Dad, you know what?
hopefully you don't go to work with that attitude. You want that job for next year.
Oh, yeah. Well, let me show you a photo here I found. Johnny Cash. And he's, and then you look down the mixer here. Like, I can't help but see my name in there somewhere. There's Snoop D-O double G. He's got the double G on the end of his name. And then, and then I look over here. He's looking up, I don't know. And then I see a date, July 18th. Well, I guess it's just a coincidence, eh, Dad? I guess if you're not going to tell the truth about what happened, Dad, then like, what about that movie, The Hateful Eight? What's that about?
What am I not telling the truth about?
Well, that's up to you, Dad, to tell me.
I'm not lying to you about anything.
Oh, you're getting pretty mad, Dad.
You have a good day at work.
My life has been ruined, Dad. You want to tell me why? Why do I live in a world that's surrounded by fucking?
Who did this to you?
Yeah, tell me, Dad.
I don't know.
You don't know.
No.
That's it.
Do you think some of it may have been self?
No, I don't, Dad. No, I didn't do anything. I was born into this problem, Dad. You watch the Huber Blue Highway when you get home. Like, look at this song, you guys. Like, I'm starting to think everything is like this song is called The Biggest Killer in American History.
Biggest
You
killer
know?
in American history, as far as I know.
Like, who are they
was the guy
talking?
in Las Vegas that killed 53 people at that rock concert. At the
Well, the country. Oh, yeah.
That was,
Well,
to me, that was a.
well, this song came out before that happened, though.
Okay.
But and then look at this, Dad. Like,
Door, please.
oh, sorry.
Thank you.
And then, like, Mom said, where are you going with that?
I'm going to the car. Put it in the car.
You want me to do it, Dad, or? Yeah, and friggin', what was I gonna say about that?
Somebody could open the gate for me. In the car door. Thank you. Car door.
Is it open or unlocked,
It's
or?
unlocked.
It's unlocked?
It's unlocked. It's just not open. Well, maybe on the back seat, eh? Not room here.
Okay.
Open this right there door. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you very much.
You think there's ever gonna be a nuclear bomb go off, Dad?
No.
No, never?
But there's a one.
Like, what if a killer got his hand, like someone who just like wanted the whole world to die? Like, what if?
Kill millions of people.
What? Oh, yeah, I'll tell him about it.
And I don't know, are you going to leave the rest of the stuff out all winter?
Um,
You leave the back in here? I don't know what those are. I don't know what those are.
You know what these things are, Frank?
I think that's fiddle farting around is what I think it is.
That means he doesn't know. This is part of the air conditioner. Where's my dad's stuff? These, no, these doesn't know. And that's tools to go within the
Probably like, walk out into the swamp and just dive in, I think, probably.
Did you load the stuff in the backyard?
I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, and you're in charge of that, Craig?
Yeah.
All right. I'm out of here. I'm not here.
Yeah, in this song it says, you guys, in this song it's the biggest killer in American history, lyrics. It says, you've got your stranglers and prowlers in soft shoes, furniture makers and carpenters too, bombers and commandos, all with some lost cause, disgruntled workers immersed in veritas. And I looked up veritas, the goddess of truth.
You want this played too?
Yes, I can.
Hey?
Like, I don't know why I live in a world like this, Mom.
I don't know. I'm going to. Shit. It's coming again.
What?
My pains. Okay, I don't know. I've been taking pills for them. Okay. Well, good luck with that.
Well, you always said no substance, though, right, Mom? You kind of said no substance, right?
For what?
Like, you and Dad don't believe that. Dad believes that all drugs should be taken off, so nobody can ever do them, right? That's why it's against the law. Like, Dad thinks it should be against the law, so you can live your life without having any drugs, any substances if someone wants to do that, it's better than like, look at this. Like, you know how many people.
The game's fair, but tough. How about the girl? What? What's her name? Johnny!
I'm really worried about you.
Why do you say I need to get some help or something, right?
Because you must be going through hell.
Yeah, Mom. I've gone through hell my whole life. I've been masturbating my whole life, Mom, because for some reason I look around and the only people I see are Suzanne, or what like Sarah and Suzanne, or and then Rena, she won't have sex with me, and then so yeah, I guess that's my punishment for what? Like, what did I do to deserve this? I'm a human being. I gotta spend my whole life masturbating? What the frig is that all about?
It's not fair, and you got stuck in a terrible relationship. And
Which relationship?
Well, Rena, she's not a wife.
Well, the thing is, I'm surrounded. I went to Vancouver, and I was looking around for seeing what kind of girls are around, and it's women or whatever. Wouldn't like friggin', I don't know. I wouldn't be caught dead with a friggin' 12-year-old, right?
No, that wouldn't be wise.
And so why did you guys move to BC anyways?
Your dad got a job out here, and I had been going out with him, and that was back in 1970.
And Auntie Hazel got a job at the friggin' at the Saskatoon Police Department.
No. They were living in Edmonton, and she got a job there.
Oh yeah, they moved to. Why didn't you guys stay in Saskatoon? Why didn't you guys go to Regina or something?
Tired of the cold winters, I guess. I don't know. We were young,
and
wanted to explore the world.
Well, when I explore the world, I think it's a sad state of affairs from what I see.
Well, you've been in Alberta, you've been at Banff, you've been
Oh,
in
no,
Calgary, you've been
that's...
in Prince George. George.
Yeah, and you know what? I met a girl in Prince George though, but yeah, I haven't seen any nice girls, none. And then I see that picture of Alex. Oh my God, she looked like just the sweetest, nicest thing. And then you know, you and you know, Annie Hazel or whoever, you know, like I saw a photo of. It's just so stupid, you know. Like, Mom, I don't. Like, why do I have to suffer? Why do I have to suffer? Like, why don't you tell me? I want to know the whole story, Mom, because I know you're not telling me something. Like,
you're suffering the most because you believe in your mom and dad and
when I went to Vancouver, well, Mom, I don't know why. You know what? I don't know why I've been put in a very bad situation, Mom, where I have to spend my whole life masturbating. Is that my punishment, Mom, for what? Like, Dad looks like the wrong nigga to fuck with. Isn't that right, Mom? Well, Ice Cube's got a song called "The Wrong Nigger to Fuck With," but Dad always came across as like, kind of like, you know, like, I don't know.
Craig, you need some help.
Help for what? Yeah, you know what? You know why, Mom? Because you got. I guess the bad people took over the world, and there's no sweet girls left. Instead, there's just a bunch of bull dykes. Isn't that right? And all the sweet girls get murdered, right? Fucking murdered. I would have loved a girl like Alex, and I would never fucking murder her ever. And I would do whatever I could to protect her from. I would do whatever I could to protect her from anything.
I thought for a minute they were going to ask to look at our teeth. Yeah. The game's fair, but tough. How about the girl? What? What's her name? Jenny!
And so what? So were you jealous? Were you had a plan that you were gonna? You were.
You're crazy. You've got to get some help because you're driving me crazy.
What about this? What about my life, Mom? Do I not deserve anything?
I think you have to go back to.
What happened with you and Dad? Like, what? You guys were just up to no good or something? Like, thought you were a couple of little badasses? Like, when I look at Auntie Hazel, she looks like a fucking brat, Mom, who was up to no good and jealous, and she's sitting on the bed with Alex, and Alex looks fucking like, I wish I had some better friends than that. She was a sweet fucking innocent girl, Mom. An innocent girl.
You're out of your mind.
How about the girl? What? What's her name? Jenny! I thought for a minute they were going to ask to look at our teeth. Yeah.
You're not even thinking.
And then what are you guys, part of a gang? Because Johnny Cash's girlfriend, you guys, was that gang initiation? Was it gang initiation?
I can't do this anymore, Craig. You've got to get some help because this is too much.
What?
The game's fair, but tough. How about the girl? What? What's her name? Jenny! I thought for a minute they were going to ask to look at our teeth. Yeah. The game's fair, but tough. How about the girl? What? What's her name? Jenny! I thought for a minute they were going to ask to look at our teeth. Yeah. The game's fair, but tough. How about the girl? What? What's her name? Jenny! I thought for a minute they were going to ask to look at our teeth. Yeah.
Sarah's mom, like, she didn't have any money. She was on disability, and she would hand over money to her kids, like lots of money. And you guys never did that to me. Yet you're living in all these fancy houses, doing all these real estate deals, and then you just treat me like I'm nothing, like I'm garbage. You give me a shitty life where I don't have any money my whole life, and you've got money your whole life, and you can't even throw me $200, Dad. That's like, do you have any sense of like guilt? Do you have any?
If
Do you,
if we have any money left over, we save it. If you have any money left over, you spend it at the casino.
you know, you know, I haven't heard. You know, obviously, like Uncle Glenn was with you in Saskatoon, right?
He left home when he was 16.
That's not what I asked, Dad.
Well, he grew up with me and Auntie Diana in Saskatoon.
Yeah. What about? And whose idea was it to go up to Waskasiu? Like,
When?
well, you were saying that the contents of the letter said that she was going up with her friends to Waskasiu, right?
Who was?
Alex.
No, I didn't say that.
Yeah, you said in the letter. You said in the letter, the contents of the letter. The letter was written to her sister in Edmonton, and it said she was. She said she was really disappointed that she had to work and that she wouldn't be able to go with her friends to Waskasiu.
Yeah.
Whose idea was it? Alex's idea to go to Waskasiu, or your was it your idea or whose?
My idea and George Wilson and Mike Sorby and Ted Carr from Ted Carr's Menswear. There was about 8 of us that went up there.
And why would you go up to a place that? How many hours north of Saskatoon is it?
It's about 100 miles, so it was like 2.5 hours.
Yeah, literally in the middle of nowhere, right?
No, it's a resort. It's like going to.
Why would you want to go? Why would you want to go that far up there when there's no? It's nowhere near a hospital. It's nowhere near a police station. What happens if someone was to hurt themselves up there?
There's a police station there. I've been there. It's a resort. There's a town there. Johnny Bauer used to live there in the summertime, and he owned a restaurant. He used to advertise hamburgers as big as hockey pucks.
And what? And so what do they have? So there's like what do they have up there? They have just one resort. That's it.
Well, they have houses and they have various hotels.
A lot of houses, or
Quite a few, yeah.
what's the population?
Well, in the summertime it was 5 or 10,000. In the wintertime it was maybe 500.
Because I looked at Lake Waskasiu on the map,
Yeah.
and it looks like it's in the middle of nowhere.
There's a big lake there, and there's other lakes around it. It's a tourist place. It's for good fishing and that.
So you were at the, and I told Mom, I said, Mom, Dad says he was at the Navy barracks, and she said, well, the Navy barracks was just like a Legion or something.
Yeah.
So you and the guys at the had maybe like a few drinks that night, or no?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're having a few drinks, and you're asking Alex if she wanted to ride to work,
Yeah.
and she said no, and then
She
so
didn't say no, she did not say no. She had gone out to mail a letter.
yeah, and
I
so
talked to her.
so you are getting drunk with the Navy boys at the Legion or whatever.
What makes you say I was getting drunk?
Well, you said you had some drinks, right?
Yeah.
Like some beers or something, or
Yeah.
so you're having a few drinks, and you got about 8 or 9 Navy buddies with you, right? Or something. You had a bunch of guys, the same Navy guys that wanted to take Alex to Lake Waskasiu were also the same Navy guys that were obviously willing to drive her. One of them was willing to drive her to work. So obviously the Navy guys weren't too far away, and they were drinking alcohol.
I thought for a minute they were going to ask to look at our teeth. Yeah. The game's fair, but tough. How about about the girl? Why not? What's her name? Johnny!
Right? And then so they're drinking, the Navy guys are drinking, you guys are all drinking, and then I guess she just like, you weren't able to protect her, obviously, from getting raped and murdered, right?
I thought for a minute they were going to ask to look at our teeth. Yeah. The game's fair, but tough. How about the girl? Why not? What's her name?
Hello?
Mom,
Yes?
there's only one way to make my life better, Mom.
And that is?
For you and Dad to make it better for me. Because,
And how would that be?
well, you remember that, I believe that everybody thinks that Dad, or you and Dad, like, I've been watching a lot of movies. Well, I've been looking at the movies from like the 1962, 1963. You ever seen any movies from then, Mom?
I don't know what movies you're talking about.
Well, let me tell you.
If you're going to bring up this murder thing again, I'm not talking to you about
Mom,
it because it's asinine.
it's ruined my life, Mom. It's ruined my life.
Well, you're ruining my life too.
No, Mom. The only way is for you guys to just stop covering up. Like, I don't know why. It points to you guys being involved in it. And I don't know who it was, but Mom, they think it's Dad. Like, the people in Hollywood, they think Dad's the murderer, Mom.
Hollywood.
Yeah, there's I've been downloading movies from 1963, 1 year after the movie, and they're all about the main character. I mean, I think one of the main characters is named Hud. The title, and it's and the actor, the main actor, is played by what was that actor?
Why don't you watch the hockey game? I mean,
Hud Bannon is the guy's name. The title character, Hud Bannon. So, and there's another movie that came out called To Kill a Mockingbird. Yeah, and that came out in 1962, the same year of the murder. And,
why won't you believe that I was 12 years old living on a farm in Saskatchewan?
well, because you guys have been secret about all your finances and whatever, like you. No, Mom. I want to know the truth, Mom, before it's too late, Mom. I think I already know the truth. I'm just missing, the only thing I'm missing is you guys friggin' admitting to, what, you can't just do stuff like that and get away with it, Mom.
Okay, you know what you can do?
I haven't met one nice girl in my life. I think that's by design. I think the entire world doesn't want me procreating. Isn't that right? Isn't that right, Mom? I haven't met one girl. One girl that I screwed it up?
Yeah.
Well,
Do you remember when you were supposed supposed to take Sarah to the concert in Calgary when you were living in Banff? You left her behind.
Yeah, I know that, Mom, but you know what? She cheated on me so much, Mom, that I thought I could find somebody better. But guess what? I guess that I only had one shot. In my entire life, I only had one girl that I actually loved. And she didn't love me back, and she ended up having kids with somebody else. I couldn't control that, Mom. What am I going to do? Tell her no, come back? What am I going to do? Say, force her to stay, like how Dad's got you forced to stay or something? I don't know what your deal is. But, like... You and Dad, like you never cheated on each other or anything. You guys have like the perfect, the what appears to be the perfect marriage, except you got like a whole bunch of secrets that and the lies and I don't know how you guys can like not tell me the truth. Okay, just like where did you guys meet?
Can you just listen for a second? Why don't you prove that picture, find out who that picture really is?
Look, Mom, the only way to save me is this if you admit it, Mom. The only way to save me from a lifetime of toil and you know what? This life, I deserve better than this, Mom. And since you and Dad, now the whole world knows that you guys are known as what's known as slickers. You're slicker than everybody else, right? And then they had that movie City Slickers. Well, we lived in a city.
Well, you know what? You should do a little research and find out who that person really is. And that's the only way you're going to figure
No, Mom, I'm gonna inherit this. Why don't, if you loved me,
stop it.
you know exactly that, Mom. The person in that photo is wearing a little handkerchief. I guess her and Hugh weren't too bright. They took a photo of and it's supposed to be a disguise. Oh, please, Mom, that is a weak disguise, guys. A face mask would have been better.
What year was that?
You telling me when you were in Saskatchewan, you weren't terrified that people would see that photo?
Craig, I told you.
You telling me she looks exactly like you, ma'am? She looks exactly like you.
Yeah?
Mom?
Yeah.
Can I just ask you this? Like, are you guys gonna leave me like a whole bunch of debt when you guys die?
I sure hope not.
You sure hope not. That doesn't sound very it's very.
You're not going to be left any debt.
How do I know you're telling me the truth?
Why did you ask me if you don't think I'm going to tell you the truth?
Well, I heard that Dad in his younger days used to like get loans and stuff. Like get all these loans and stuff. Is that true or?
You mean before he met me?
Well, like when you guys met, like was it at like a organized event or something or?
No, I had told you before. I worked for the Saskatoon courts. Your dad was a policeman, and it was all in the same building.
Because you know, I've been watching a lot of movies from the 1960s, Mom. And they're kind of like I think that the whole world thinks that you guys are involved in this. And
I'm not discussing this anymore.
yeah, but Mommy, you can't say that photo's not you, Mom. That's totally you, Mom. It's you, Mom. I say it's you.
Why don't you?
Have you like at the time, Mom? Like when this was all going on. Like, where was dad? Was dad getting interrogated by the police? Like, did he ever? Like, were they asking him like why he was getting drunk the night before with his Navy buddies at the Navy barracks?
Craig, I didn't even know your dad then. I was still in Tisdale. I was in grade 8.
So what's gonna happen? That like, cause like I remember when I was in Prince George, I had kind of a rough time in Prince George, Mom. Like people like all my friends, like I had a lot of friends, but they'd all call me. My nickname was Weasel,
Why?
and they said it in kind of like a derogatory way. No, but it really upset me. Like I was just like so hurt, and like they would go out to like sometimes they would go out without me and stuff, and like not invite me out to like places and stuff, and yeah, like they call me Weasel because
Why?
well, this guy James just came up with it one day, and everybody all laughed about it. And yeah, like you can't, like, Mommy, you know who's gonna inherit the unpaid debt of this crime? It's gonna be me, because the whole world thinks that you guys are involved. And the fact that you're denying it to me, Mom, is like it's kind of like you're weaselly, like you're not, like there's people in jail right now that that have done far less stuff than that, and I find it hard to believe that the drunk Navy guys, like when you're drunk, are you in a better shape to protect somebody, or could you be the one that maybe someone else needs protection from, you know? And I asked Dad if he had a few beers. He said he had a few beers. Well, I said, so you were getting drunk with your Navy boys, and he says, why would you say I was getting drunk with my Navy boys? And I said, well, a few beers means, like, anytime you have a few beers, that's 3. And
Okay,
so,
do you want us to go to jail?
no, well, Mom, I'm gonna inherit this debt, Mom. I'm gonna inherit, there's like, I've been watching all these old movies, and all of Hollywood thinks that you guys are, that Dad's a pedophile.
Pedophile?
Yeah, yep, because Mom, I was watching movies where with the movie HUD that I watched or whatever. Guess what? Now I've never heard anybody say this before except you or Dad, but the character in the movie played by Paul Newman, the only guy that has his own salad dressing at the grocery stores, Paul Newman's own. He plays Hud Bannon, and at one point he says, shape up or ship out, he says, and
So?
that's something Dad would say, you know.
Why don't you do a little research?
And you know, like it's like they might have well have called the movie Hugh Carlton. They might have well, because there's another movie called Francis Goes to the Navy or something, and it's about this jackass named Francis who goes to the Navy, and he's got another guy that looks exactly like him, that's going around and getting into trouble and stuff like that, while he's always getting, it's like a case of mistaken identity, and that's what the whole movie's about.
Okay, can I make a suggestion now? Why don't you...
Mom, I'm gonna inherit this, okay?
You're not freaking listening to
Like,
me.
what else am I gonna, like, my life has been shit, Mom, shit. Okay?
Do you want us to move into the same property that you're living on? Is this what this is about? You'd rather us be in jail so you don't...
Well, you couldn't even give me $200 yesterday. You know, like, I don't know what kind of businesses. I don't know how many liquor stores you guys own, or what. Well, I don't know. I don't know what you're involved in. I have no idea. It's all a big secret, and I guess
We're not involved in anything. We're living on pensions. We're not living on. We're not involved in anything. We are living on pensions, and they're not a bad pension. They're not. But you know what? There's not going to be any debt when we die. Okay? You're not going to inherit any debt.
Like, they were gonna. Dad and all his Navy buddies that he was getting drunk with the night that Alex was murdered were the same Navy buddies that wanted to take her up to Lake Waskasiu. What's it called? Have you ever been to whatever? What's it called again?
Waskasiu. So have you been there?
Have you been there?
Yeah, with you.
Oh, I've been there. Okay. Well,
You've been there. And now listen.
hope I didn't get molested or anything up there, because I hope I didn't get diddled.
Oh, for God's sakes. We went up as a family on a camping trip. Now, can I make a suggestion? Why don't you get a hold of the newspaper or whomever in Saskatoon?
No. I'm in a bubble, Mom. I'm in a bubble, okay? Everybody thinks I'm crazy.
Oh, you're making it sound like you're crazy.
Why is that? Why is that? Because is that your only defense, Mom? Is to tell people that they're crazy? You guys are the weasels, Mom, okay? You're white, okay? And you're involved in something that you don't want to talk about, and you're white. There's black people that are in jail, and you know what? You're just you think you're above the law. Like, there was a movie in the 1960s called The Great Escape. Mom, it's called The Great Escape.
You know what?
You know what that movie's about? Escaping justice. Escaping. Huh?
You know what? I know you'd like to see us in jail.
After that murder, like, the Navy base must have been like the Navy, like, they're armed, like, they have guns, don't they? Or
Of course.
because they probably shouldn't be drinking and while they're operating a firearm, right?
They weren't operating any firearms in the lounge where we were.
What were you driving at the time?
What was I driving?
Yeah, like you had one car or two or something, or?
I had no car.
Well, yeah. And
I had no car.
did you have it for much longer after that, or?
Yeah, I had it until I gave
What
up.
was it? A convertible, right? Or a pickup truck? It was a pickup truck, right?
No, it wasn't.
Oh, what was it?
It was a 54 Ford station wagon. It was all rusted.
Yeah.
And it was dirty inside. And I hauled gravel and rock and dirt inside it because I was helping my dad re-landscape our yard in Saskatoon.
Your dad?
Yeah.
Yeah, your mom and dad, yeah. And then you got to the point where you're like, you were working for Saskatoon police, but then you transferred to West Van, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Long after that, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because, Dad, I get the feeling like they must have grilled you pretty hard, eh? Like, about stuff, or like, did you have a meeting at the Navy base about it or something? And
No.
because you guys weren't on duty, you were off duty. You're at the naval base, but you're off duty, right?
Yeah.
The naval base was like pretty big or something, or?
Not really big, no.
Oh, okay. and then something else happened, like something about it getting the Navy joined the military or something like that. What was that all about, Dad? Something to do with the uniforms or something. I don't know. I don't know what it was.
Well, the Navy was separate from the Army and was separate from the Air Force when I was in the reserve. But later, many years after, they combined the three armed services into one armed service. I don't think they changed the uniforms dramatically, but they did change them somewhat. But they amalgamated the Navy and the Air Force and the Army.
And then they shortly after that they got rid of the death penalty too, right? Because there was wasn't it the electric chair in Saskatchewan or something?
No, I don't know. I don't know what the.
Because that would have been like a thing if a whole bunch of people knew about it and then they didn't do anything to stop it, then they'd all be sentenced to you know what, right?
Yeah, but Canada, I can't remember which year it was, but Canada did away with the death penalty.
Someone said that you said one time that you thought the law should be interpreted leniently, or is that wrong? Is that a misquote, Dad, or something?
That I thought what?
That the law should be interpreted leniently or something like that, or like you kind of were against capital punishment, right, Dad?
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Mm. Well,
There's two arguments.
I gotta say, Dad, I mean, I wouldn't, if I did something stupid like that, and I was involved in that or whatever, I wouldn't want to admit it either, because the whole world would friggin' wrap their arms around my neck and friggin' probably start squeezing,
Well, no, that was just a personal opinion I had when I was taking criminology courses after I was working and living in West Van. And most people who commit a crime of any kind commit a crime because they believe they're going to get away with it. They believe that they're not going to get caught, and therefore they're not going to be punished by it. That's why people commit crimes. That's why people.
But wouldn't it be better? Wouldn't it be?
That's why people cheat on their income tax.
Yeah, but wouldn't it be better to deter people from committing crimes? Like, I mean, some people, I mean, God forbid,
So there were statistics that have been released from all over the world, and like in the United States, when I was taking university courses, there was a police officer somewhere in the United States that committed a murder of his wife or somebody because he was certain he wasn't going to get caught. And he had been an advocate of the death penalty, and then he got caught. And he didn't receive, well, I can't recall whether he got death penalty or not, but so there are arguments that it's a fair and just sentence. An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. You kill somebody, then society should kill you. That's one side of the argument. The other side of the argument is that no, it's inhuman, and they should be incarcerated and left to rot in jail.
do you think if someone committed a murder, and then they hadn't got caught yet. Do you think they would probably advocate for against the death penalty, most likely, eh?
Probably, yeah.
Like in the movies, Dad. Like, I don't know if you saw that movie To Kill a Mockingbird, but there's a guy in that movie that actually is holding hands with a little girl, like kind of inappropriately, and the little girl doesn't look like Mom. It looks like she had brunette kind of mousy hair. So she kind of looked like, like what if the shoe was on the other foot? Cause they're basically saying that, the guy in the movie was, hanging around with girls that were, too young. Don't you believe in like justice and like humanity and not killing like a beautiful girl? Like, I don't know whose idea that was, but I mean,
And it wasn't your mom's.
it wasn't whose. Was it Uncle Niles or?
Uncle Lyle never even knew her, never even met her, never even heard of her.
Where was Uncle Niles living at the time?
He was living in Tisdale.
At the house, at the farmhouse.
He had his own house on his own farm. Okay, Craig, I cannot make you...
Well, Dad, I'm just saying that, Dad. I know you. I know.
You can say whatever you,
No.
you can say whatever you want. but
Dad,
you're
look.
totally out to lunch and you're wrong, and I can't take it.
Dad, I love you, and I know you want to be loved, Dad. But I mean, I think I would love you even more if like you guys, like this has got to be the most famous fucking thing that like the whole friggin' world has got me in a friggin' bubble because they don't want me to procreate now because I'm your son. How do you think that makes me feel? Like if you guys are involved in this and there's a reason to why you would be lying about being in the photos and stuff like that, yeah, they said you drove like an old convertible. Did you not have an old convertible?
Years later.
Well, I mean, Dad, like there are people in prison for way less offenses. Like this would be like literally like I mean it like I.
The thing is that Mom and I should be in prison for something we didn't do, something we had nothing to do with.
Well, you didn't protect her. You didn't protect her. You were friends with her. You were friends with her, and you didn't protect her. And Mom's avoiding the fact that she was even friends with her. Auntie Hazel, she didn't have any other friends, Dad. Those were the friends, like, she's sitting on a bed with friggin' Auntie Hazel, like, Jesus Christ.
Oh, you're right out to lunch.
Well, don't you care about justice and integrity?
Because you won't listen to the truth.
Dad,
You will not listen to the truth.
Dad,
BC Real, you got a one-track mind. I gotta go, and you need some help.
shape up or ship out, right, is what the guy in the movie said.